Hey, it ever feel like all your posts are just getting attention from other barbers, but no new clients? You're putting all this work in, creating content and more content and more content, but it's not filling your chair. The biggest mistake I see most new barbers making is this: duplicating content styles from their favorite barbers on social media, thinking it's going to lead to conversions for themselves. But let's dig deeper into why this is a huge mistake and why it's keeping you from building a real clientele. Let's get into the episode. Let's pause right there. My name is Jonathan Edwards, and I created the Complete Barber Blueprint because I saw a gap in the industry, y'all. Barbers leave school ready to cut hair, but unprepared to run a business. They hustle every day, but miss out on building something real, something scalable. I've lived this journey, and I'm living this journey right now with you all. And I know firsthand the struggles you're facing. No business credit, no structure, just cash in hand and no plan. This community is here to change that. We're not just about haircuts. We're about building businesses, scaling brands, and thinking like CEOs. If you're ready to stop hustling and start growing, this is the place for you. Now let's get back into the episode. Let's shift the way you approach this. First, understand that your purpose goes beyond just putting out content. You need to know why you're creating each post, and more importantly, who you're creating it for. Once you understand your purpose, your content changes. Now, instead of just random posts, each piece of content serves a clear role. It's designed to speak to a specific type of client, solve a specific problem, and reflect the experience you bring. Remember, you're not just cutting hair. You're creating an experience. Every single time a client sits in your chair, they're getting more than just a haircut. They're getting an experience that reflects your style, your personality, and the unique way you deliver your service. And that's what your content should show. Now let's talk about targeting. If you're a younger barber, for example, who loves to connect with younger clients, you should know where they're spending their time online and what they're looking for. Check out the groups that they're in. They're not going to just be impressed by just a fancy haircut. They want to see your personality. They want to feel like they can connect with you. This is why taking over local hashtags is powerful. Use hashtags that are specific to your city and reach the people who are actually nearby and could potentially book with you. And here's a quick tip. Go to your favorite barbers on social media. Look at the comments under their posts and see what questions people are asking. This is gold, you all. These questions reveal what people are curious about, what problems they're facing, and what they're looking for in a barber. When you understand these questions, you can create content that directly answers them, showing potential clients that you're the solution they've been looking for. But let me make one thing clear. Social media itself isn't a marketing strategy. Posting randomly on social media is not marketing. If there's no strategy behind your content, you're just posting, not marketing. Real marketing means having a plan, knowing who you're talking to, understanding what they need, and creating content that shows you're their solution. So if you've been putting out content just to get views or because you think it looks good, you're missing the mark. Your service should solve a specific problem for a specific person. Think about issues your client has and how, as their barber, you can solve them. When you understand this, your content isn't just random. It becomes a way to build trust, to demonstrate value, and to give clients a reason to choose you instead of me or instead of the next person. Let that sit there for a second. All right, so that's first part. Understanding why copying content is a mistake and why having a clear strategy changes everything. So here's where I fell into the same trap myself, y'all. I wanted more clients, more people to sit in my chair. I figured if I could just get my name out there some more, then I'll see clients just tearing that door down. So like many other barbers do, I started watching my favorite barbers on social media. I see them doing all of these different types of content, a day in a life videos, vlogs, consultations, before and after videos, full tutorials, product reviews, reaction videos, and the list goes on and on and on. I thought, man, look at all the views they're getting, all the comments, all the engagement. That's what I need. So I started doing the same thing, and I put out all these different types of videos, hoping something would click. But in the end, my social media pages, it became a mess of random content. Nothing was consistent, and nothing was aimed at a specific audience. It was like I was throwing out whatever I thought might work, just hoping something would bring in clients. I'm just throwing content out there. Like, could you imagine that? And here's the mistake. I wasn't speaking to anyone in particular. I was trying to create content that could reach everyone, but instead it was reaching nobody. My clients, the people who actually needed my services, they couldn't even find me in all of that noise. My content didn't say, I'm the barber for you. Instead, it just said, I'm another barber doing random things out here. And when your content doesn't directly speak to someone else's needs, they're not going to see a reason to sit in your chair apart from the next man. See, at that point, I was getting a lot of views, thousands of people watching, but they weren't becoming clients. Not all of them. I was targeting people who weren't looking for what I had to offer. So I wasn't converting those views into appointments. And here's the real big thing. I was putting out more and more content thinking I just needed to post more, and that would solve all of my problems. But the result, the more I posted, the more random it became. I wasn't seeing any increase in clients, just a lot of likes and comments that didn't lead to new business. That's when I realized I needed to change. I started looking at myself and asking some real questions. Who am I trying to reach? What problems can I solve for them? And am I creating content that shows people why they need my services? I began to see really clearly, I wasn't here just to cut hair. I was here to help a specific group of people to be the answer they were looking for. And if I wanted to reach them, I needed to be clear and purposeful with every single post I upload. I had to let go of the idea that I can be everyone's barber. Mistake. I realized that I'm here to serve the people who are meant to find me. And they weren't seeing my content because, well, it was lost in a sea of random posts. Once I got that, I started making changes. I focused on creating content for one type of client, my specific client. And let me tell you, once I did that, my conversion rates went up. My views may have been fewer, but they were the right views, y'all. The views that led to people actually booking with me, coming into my shop and becoming loyal clients. So if you're like how I was, feeling like you're spinning your wheels with all this content that's not bringing you the clients, take a step back for a second. Ask yourself if your content is really speaking to the people who need your services. Because when you're trying to talk to everyone, you end up talking to no one. When you understand who you're speaking to, your content has a purpose and it starts working for you. I started realizing that to truly stand out, I needed to come from a place of purpose, a purpose given by God. See, I believe in living a life that represents Christ. And my heart's goal is to complete my assignment here on this earth. Everything we do should reflect him. And when we make our mission to impact others, that's when the blessings start flowing back to us, y'all. My purpose is to serve people, to use the gifts God has given me, bring peace and value to others' lives. And it's in this spirit that I began to shift the way I approach my business and my content. So instead of just thinking about the haircut, I started asking my clients directly about their pain points. I began listening deeply to their challenges, observing what they needed but weren't getting. Then I went on social media, really paying attention to the kinds of questions people were asking, the frustrations they shared. And that's when it hit me, y'all. I'm like, I realized, okay, that many of my clients were predominantly men, were working long hours, facing daily stresses, constantly under pressure. They had overwhelming work weeks, endless demands on their time, and very little space to find peace just to unwind. That's when I knew my service had to be more than just a haircut. It had to be an experience, a time and a space where clients could feel truly at peace. I wanted to create a sanctuary, like a place that allowed them to have a moment of solitude, relaxation, and a mental reset. I thought, let me be the answer to those pain points by creating an experience that speaks directly to their needs. So I ended up crafting my service to address this deeper need for emotional and mental well-being during that 1 hour session, or however long my clients are in the chair. I offer them something that's rare, a break from the world, a moment of calm. They might not get it anywhere else that day. My service became more than just about the look. It became about helping them feel rejuvenated, even if it's just for a short time. This is the real reason behind my content now. It's not just about showcasing a haircut. It's about showing how my service meets these deeper needs. My clients come not just for the cut, but for the peace that comes with the cut. And that's what I want you to understand. That you have the power to create something meaningful, something truly that impacts others. When you focus on what your client really needs, your content stops being random and starts resonating on a whole different level. When you're copying what you see other barbers doing, you're ending up with random content on your page. You're doing tutorials, before and after shots, entertainment clips, even consultation videos. All different types of content out there. But here's the hard truth. Without a purpose, your content is only reaching barbers, not clients. And here's the problem with that. When your content is for everyone, it's actually for no one. Think about it. Think about how the biggest brands out there approach their marketing. Will Walmart ever market itself the way a high-end brand like Gucci does? No, because Walmart knows exactly who their customer is, and they make sure that the message speaks to them. Imagine a fine dining restaurant trying to attract clients with an ad campaign meant for a fast food audience. It just wouldn't work. Apple isn't copying Samsung's marketing style. They know who they are and who their customers are. They speak directly to their customer. They don't try to appeal to everyone. They know exactly who they're talking to. That's why their marketing works. It's the same thing for a barber. See, as a barber, you need to have the same level of clarity. If your content doesn't reflect who you are and who you serve, then you're just putting out random posts, no strategy, and you'll get random results. So if you're wondering why clients aren't finding you, it's because your content isn't speaking to them directly. It's only attracting other barbers who want to see what you're doing, but it's not showing potential clients why they should sit in your chair. What's the biggest focus? So let's shift the way you approach this. First, understand that your purpose goes beyond just putting out content. You need to know why you're creating each post, and more importantly, who you're creating it for. Once you understand your purpose, your content changes. Now, instead of just random posts, each piece of content serves a clear role. It's designed to speak to specific types of clients. Hey, so before you go, get ready for something game-changing in the next episode, y'all. We're not just talking about finding clients. We're going to actually build out your customized client, the exact person your service was meant for. Imagine knowing precisely who you're speaking to, Targeting clients that connect deeply with your content and fill your chair consistently. It's not just about random followers, it's about building a real clientele base that values what you offer. So, if this video resonated with you, share it with another barber who needs to hear this message. Someone ready to take their content and business to the next level. We're in this journey together, y'all. And by helping each other, we all grow. Don't you want to grow? So don't miss out on what's coming. Hit subscribe now and turn on the notifications so you're the first to know when the episode drops. We're going to dive deep into creating our ideal client profile, ensuring that every piece of content you post works for your business. All right? This is the Complete Barber Blueprint, y'all. You already know. Let's go.